Mm-hmm. So getting your things together. Finding what you need. Set yourself up. Maybe 2 mats if that's working for you. A blanket. 2 blocks. Oh. So as you set up, the thought that's with me today is just to consider and to continue to seek inspiration. What inspires you? Because really that inspiration for me is what is talking through me, is if that which creates the universe created me, and that which I am creating in my life day after day is an aspect of that which creates everything, I am an aspect of that which creates everything, and that which creates everything is experiencing the world through me, right? And so in exchange for this experience that I am given, that I am provided, that I am permitted, that I am bestowed, in exchange, it's my duty and my honor to experience as much wonder and awe as I can. Because when I access wonder and awe, I think differently. My posture changes, my breathing is different. And sometimes that's how I feel when I will scoot around on Instagram a little bit every once in a while, and just, I'm hungry for that. I'm hungry to be inspired, to see with new eyes, right? To see and go, oh, I hadn't ever considered doing it like that before. I hadn't, be it a moment in your home, be it a meal, be it a piece of art, be it sound or color or structure, but that moment when we are able through someone else to reconceive what we know, we're inspired. And when we are inspiring, we reconceive other people's understanding of what's available and what's possible in this moment, in this life. And so I'm always on the lookout. I'm always on the hunt. I will put this up on my website, whatever I refer to, if it's a book or an article, whatever, I try to put it under resources on the website, because I don't think you can see this, but you've got a completely black book. And I think often it's in reverse, and so you can hardly make it out. And it says exhalation. Facebook, can you see me? Exhalation by Ted Chiang. And for Maddox's 16th birthday, I gave him 16 books that hid them in the woods. And so this was one of them. And any great gift is the gift you actually want yourself. And I said, Maddox, what's the best story in there? And he said, oh, Mom, you got to read Exhalation. And so I read the title story, and I can't recommend it more highly. It is exactly in keeping with everything that I teach, with everything that we are doing, but positioned in the most amazing, I just had never thought of it this way. Everything we're doing is in that story. So I am completely inspired. And especially at the end of the month when we're doing exactly what we think we already know. With inspiration, what we already know is absolutely elevated to things we've never known. Palms together, sit it tall. Rubbing your palms, a wag of the tail, heart up, chin in, spine so tall. Be inspired. Be inspired. Inspiro, take the spirit in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, all of those, all of you creating what I don't know. The world I will explore, the world we share. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me that I am creating, that I am sharing. Outside and in, we are all knowing what has been given to be known. 3 times with me, inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders. Roll your wrists to what we may find today. Start your playlist. Om Name Ad Gure Name. Ad Gure Name. A bow to that great primal knowledge. Ad Gure Name. Unfold your blanket, knees down, hands on the mat. Tucking your chin, rounding your back, letting your hips move side to good side. That we have 3 more days of May. May we be aware of them. Roll your navel forward, your heart high. Exhale, round. May they be aware of us. Rounding and releasing. Oh, close your eyes. Let it be new. Let it be familiar. All the things we think we know. Move it through you and know it differently and know it again. Oh. Turn your left thumb to the front, turn your left fingertips left. We're going to keep it so smooth. Modify everything as you need to. If you are new, follow along as you can, and you are so welcome here. Turn your left fingertips back, your left middle finger pointing towards your left knee. So your right fingers point towards the front of the mat, and your left fingertips point toward the back of your mat. And then trying to pull your hands towards the sides of your mat, you'll feel your upper back widen. And all the tension under the shoulder blades can be a little bit more accessible. And breathe. Three, 2. Keep your eyes closed and turn your left fingers forward. Turn your right thumb to the front. Your right fingers perpendicular. Try to draw your hands apart. Keep moving. Hi, what's changing? Keep your eyes closed. Turn your right thumb to the right. Turn your right middle finger towards your knee. Come into your right palm, your left palm. Let your weight be even on your thumbs and your pinkies. And the evenness of your hand run up the inner forearm on the right side, through the elbow, through the shoulder, down the back. Emily Fleming, let me know how the sound is when we're done today. 3, 2. Beautiful. Hands forward, hips to your heels, fold, eyes closed. Drum your fingers, open and close your fists. Rising right up. Turn your toes to the left, your hips to the right. Step your left heel to the center and bend your knee. Rise and fall. As you bend your left knee, you're taking your knee towards your little toe. Tuck your right toes under behind you and move from one foot to the other. And just let your hips go along. Finding the inner thigh, the outer hip. Good, good, good. Add your right arm over the top. Bring your right elbow to your rub. And then inhale, reach. May we know magic today. May we know magic. Eyes closed. In your body, in your feet, in your breathing. Right arm beside your ear, we stay. And a little forward and back. Little bend to the left knee. A little press to the right hip. The body unfolds on the right side. And then up into the center, left knee down. Put your right foot flat to the center of the back of the mat. Bend. So this is not the Kriya. These are simply the medicinal movements that get us ready, that keep us steady. So that what we're doing has clean and clear access through us. Right elbow, right thigh, left hand. Bring your elbow to your rib. And inhale, open. And exhale, bend. Move until you're ready, and then keep your left arm beside your ear, and then just through the right knee. It gets smaller, but as it gets smaller, eyes closed, feel into the left side of your spine. All the connective tissue that holds the bones of the spine, both together and apart. Good. And the left hand down and the right hand down, downward facing dog. Feel the sides of your ribs, the sides of your shoulders, and the base of your thumbs. And your inner thighs wrap back. Knees may be absolutely bent, heels may be high. Right foot will step up outside of your right hand. Your heel on the mat, your toe points out, your left knee down. Add a block or 2 underneath your left hand and a big reverse circle. Take your time, set it up, and then forward and back. And then forward and back. Again, move from your feet. Use your front heel to send yourself forward and back. And that will allow everything else a little more freedom. Then find the circle of your fingertips around you. May there be magic in this day. May there be mystery in this hour. Right arm beside your ear, stay. Plug the left toes down into the floor. That will open the left hip. The left hip opens, press your left hand down, revolve the right rib. And then softly bend your right knee more. And let your hips descend and your heart will rise. Your collarbones broad, your face opens. May there be mystery. May we be known and unknown. Hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. And the left foot steps up outside of the left hand, left heel on the mat, toes turn out, right knee down. Right hand on the block and a large circle. That in this time of turbulence that we could find something wholly new, wholly undescribed. Something about ourselves, our circumstance that has come undone, that gave us a chance to reform. Left arm beside your left ear, stay. Back toes down, the right hip opens. Right hand down, the left rib opens. Widen your throat. Bend your left knee. For 3. Good. For 2. And the left hand downward facing dog, stepping back. All the space you've made, the sides of the shoulders, the sides of the hips. All the length of the spine, thumbs down, outer shoulders back, chin lightly in, shoulders away from your ears. Put it together, show up. And knees down. Build your seat either on your straight back chair or on the edge of your couch or seated, legs crossed. Heart high, hands high, however you're going. Hands are over the shoulders. This is the Kriya. This is the start. Begin a clockwise circle with your hands. Let it be a little racy at the start. Let it be a little juicy, a little exploratory. Let the circle of your hands first clear your breathing, even out the mouth like a lion's breath. Out the jaw, open and close your fists, close your eyes, come into the interior, all the way through the inner ribs, all the way down into the seat. Establish your seat. And from there, begin to very slowly find the base of your ribs and circle. A clockwise circle above you. If you were seated on the face of a clock, ahead is 12, behind is 6. And moving through the mid-back. If your hands are not circling above you, this will be quite a trial. And if so, then you need to hop up and sit on a chair or adjust your seat or add a blanket so that your hands can go even behind your head ever so slightly. And you're stacked through the spine. And then activate your low abdomen so that the navel is very strong. And the stronger you make the navel, the more that the shoulders and the upper back will open. And as they open, it will become quite swift and quite tall. So the first half is just getting ourselves sorted. You close your eyes. And now we go. And then we let the interior become sorted. We let ourselves come undone. We feel into the breath. We feel into the day. Where have we been? How has it gone? Without naming, without labeling, just feel it and let it come undone. Let it be real. And then deepen the breathing. And get behind what you feel. Get under what you feel and find that incredible, sweet, and potent neutrality. Go, loves. There is a freedom in being okay with how things are going. We can feel all we choose, and we can know that our feelings are usually our own reactions. We can get under them, and we can get behind them, and we can feel ourselves. That is the place of my study last few weeks, between the real, authentic feeling energy, the feminine, and then the real neutral freedom, the masculine, the clear consciousness. There is an interface between the two where we feel the freedom. Go there. Deep, full breathing, eyes are closed. If you need to, you shake out your hands, you bring it back up. And hands high, breathing in. Chin up, 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, stay so tall. And then the chin to release, the elbows down. We're going to go straight into the next movement. Let your legs out long, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. And then rebuilding your seat or staying on your chair. Hands come high again, all the way up. Now your heels are under your knees, either cross-legged or straight, so that when you fold, your outer feet catch you, and you press your outer knees down, your outer feet down, and that creates safety. So the action's in the low body, and the inhale lifts you up. Exhaling as though coiling a spring, an inhale. So the exhale, gather to the navel, and the inhale rises to the fingers. Start to find that eyes are closed. You fold to the point that's appropriate to your hips, to your back. Too much with hands overhead, hold opposite elbows. Too much hands there, hands on shoulders. If you have your hands on shoulders, be sure at the inhale, hands overhead. Let's go. Feel the exhale to the navel, the inhale to the fingertips. We'll be working that sensation, gather to the navel, exhale, freedom to the fingers, inhale. We'll find that tomorrow with the ball. Keep working that contract and expand. One more. Your hands come down. Feel the ease pour through your shoulders and your hands. Let it go. Turn at the chin. Set your blanket, your blocks aside. Set your chair aside if you're on it and come to your mat. Hands down. Feet a little shorter, knees a little bent so that you can rock side to side. Start to lift one hand and one heel. As you do, press the opposite hand into the floor and bring it right into the navel that was folding you. Right into the navel until maybe you can lift your hand and your foot and find a moment of stability. And that stability exists right between the pubic bone and the navel. Such an essential place to anchor. Rock forward, rock back. Fingers rise up, and then heels rise up. As you lift your fingers, drop and press your feet into the floor. And as you drop your hands, press your hands into the floor. So you're not just falling into your hands. That will be very heavy in the shoulders. Instead, press, and the press will translate to the low belly, which will lift your heels for 2. And 1. And hands to your hips. Unfold. Knees bend, fold down. Unfold. This may be great. Knees bend, fold. Or add your hands high. Down the backs of your legs. Up the backs of the legs. I cannot wait to see you, my loves. Cannot wait to see you. One day. They're working on it. Swift. Find yours. Find yours. And move deeply. Don't move deeply into mine. Move deeply into yours. Stand tall. Weight in your heels, toes are long. Back body dropping, front body rising. That what we know, that what is behind us, that what has been is absolutely supported. And what is coming is inspiring us. Shake it out. Build a little tap of your feet. Won't you miss this? It's quite good that I'm away, because sometimes the rolling of the eyes and the frustration with this one, I get cowardly and I don't want to make you do it. But from here, all I can do is lend my enthusiasm for my own hopping. So if you know where you're going, go. If you're new to this and the hopping is too much, I want you to tap your feet as we begin. Otherwise, a bend in the knees, a flex of the ankle. You're in the balls of your feet. You're using your toes the way you were made to. The breath is going to get bigger. Your quadriceps are using your oxygen. We're going to shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Drop into your heels. Heels out, hands out. A stamp, a shake, a wag. Give yourself the possibility of moving in any direction and all direction. And if it's wholly new to you and it's freaking you out, just move your hands and maybe stamp your feet for 3. Otherwise, get in at 2. Whoop. And jump. Go. But sometimes we sweep the room and we go around the furniture and we just do the pathways, and that's good. That's sort of maintenance. And then sometimes we remove everything and we really, we look under the couch. We look behind the chairs. And so we're going to shake it out. And it's this dismantling that we allow ourselves to come a little bit undone, hands higher. A little bit undone, heels down. That's you moving the furniture. So now, go. You say, oh, that's where I put my power. You fell behind the chair. Ready? Shake it out. Let it build up. Let it build up. 3, 2, shake. Last shake, so get it now. In your heels, drive it down. In your tail, in your thighs, in your shoulders, flutter your lips. We go. And now let it all come through. When you put your furniture back, you love where you live. You say, I remember this. I know this place. 3, 2, 1. And stand, hands on body. Close your eyes and get very, very open. All this month I'm learning to be the largest and most available vessel that I can. Let my blood just have its way with me. The blood knows where to go, how to go, what to do. Don't get in its way. Feel it rushing through you. May we know mystery, and may mystery know us. To your seat. Keep it going. Upper body now. Hands make fists. Shoulders up by the ears, and then one shoulder and then the other. If it's too much, go low, go one over the other down here. If you can, roll the shoulders, close your eyes, each in exhalation, going out, out, out. Stay with it. Let yourself feel the upheaval. Let yourself know that you're safe, that it will end, but give yourself a little bit more possibility that you may feel, that you may need, that you may hunger. And just listen. It isn't who you are, it's passing, but it is information. Go, go, go. 3, 2, and hands wide. Lift it up. Add 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, we stay. Release the chin, the elbows, the breath, and the hands down. I have such reverence for the wisdom of these movements. Down onto your back, how they both disassemble and reassemble us. Knees to the chest. Last day. Head and shoulders is not the last day, but last week, legs long. Maybe this is your stretch pose. Toes turn in, heels turn out, whisper of ha, close your mouth, out your nose, stay. If this is yours and it works for you, I want you to stay the next minute and 20 seconds. Or if you need to, bend your knees, hands on shins. If you're pregnant, knees wide, long, smooth breathing. Or if you're working at it a little at a time, go one leg straight, both hands out, and give it 16 breaths and then change. We all go as you can, as it works. Change your legs. Both legs out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to chest. Lay it back. Keep your knees wide and breathe down into the belly. Roll yourself forward and back. But that stretch pose used to absolutely, really challenge my world. It made me really angry when practice would be over. I would be very snappy for hours afterwards. Cross your ankles, hold your shins, sit up tall. And I blamed it on the practice. And I said the practice wasn't safe and I couldn't do it. And really it was because I was angry and I wasn't dealing with what was making me angry in my life. And that stretch pose was really just giving me access to power. And the power goes everywhere. You empower your revenge, you empower your anger, you empower your compassion. Just depends on what's available. And I had a lot of anger available. So whatever you have, you empower. It's important then to think about what are you carrying around. One more, we go. And sit up tall. And pause. And allow yourself just quiet. And step back, finding hands and knees, finding child's pose, knees wide, toes together. Settle. And if inside of you there's still this little hurricane raging, awesome. Let it move through you. It needs to be heard. Rise, hands, knees, and circle your hips.
And add the circle of your shoulders. Closing your eyes, begin to let your breathing, let your body move as it needs to. And we give ourselves these 3 minutes of actual listening. I was at my ancestral home last night. Last year it was full of grief and full of loss, and I could hardly stand to be there. And so I had a fear of going. And then going yesterday, it was absolute home. If I released the grief that I thought was going to be there, I could find something new. And that took some doing. I honored the grief and I made space. And I felt that if I released that grief, I was dishonoring the loss of my parents, the loss of my childhood life in that home. And so I couldn't let the grief go until I realized I could honor that home differently now. You must listen to the stories that are running through your body. Let them talk to you. Cat, cow, bring it back into the middle. Child's pose. Like a good conversation, when it's over, there's space for another one. We don't need to keep having the same conversation. Rising, knees to your wrists. Hold yourself back. Lifting your hips, put your palms face down under your seat and draw your knees in. Your low back then drops toward the floor. You can press one leg out and draw the other. So one knee is drawing back and one leg is pressing out and out and out. To modify, your heels are a little higher to really find a little bit more expression. You can press your heels the height of your hips and close your eyes. Inhale as you extend the left, exhale as you extend the right, and we go. Drawing your navel, that point below your navel, back into the spine. Again, if you have a click in your hip, I want you to press your heels toward the center line. If your toes turn out and you press away, you will get a little click. If you roll your toes in and you press toward the center line, you may find that you can relieve that clicking. Let me know if that works. We go, we go, we go. Turn it on. 3, 2, 1. Feet flat. Free your hands. Hands on thighs. Hips to the floor. Press your thighs away. Walk your legs out long. Firm your arms. Fingers point to the ceiling. Hands open wide. Exhale almost to touch. Inhale, open wide. Exhale and inhale. Firm your legs. Firm your navel. And let the chest open. Close your eyes. be known. Feel into your experience what's changing. The space around you is enlivened. And hands wide and down. Fall into the floor completely. As though you could even slide out of the hold of your name. All your responsibilities, all your obligations, just slide out from under them. Feel how your breathing changes with that shift in your attitude as you slide out of obligation. There is nothing asked of you whatsoever right now. Nothing. Notice how it feels. Notice your expression. Give it the hint of a smile. May we be known not by what we do, not by our obligation, but by this pure light that rests within you and moves within you right now. Give it the slightest order, any adjustment that you need. The heels in line with the hips, the feet soft, the hands beside the body, the palms open, the back of the neck long, the chin softly in. Any adjustment. And then no obligation. Allowing your senses to feel like vapor. Let your hearing drift into the far corners of the room, under the door, out the window. Sensing the expanse that surrounds us all the time. Aware of what's above you and behind you. And then like vapor slowly condensing, feel your senses around your body, the surface of your skin, the way your clothes rest upon you, how they shift as you breathe. Your senses like condensation gathering to feel the weight of your heels on the floor. To feel the backs of your hips, the backs of your shoulders, hands and head. That we may be a pool of light without obligation. A pool of light stirred by mystery, moved by our inspiration. Your attention
coalescing in the soles of your feet. Let them be bright and warm as though standing in a pool of light. Feel it between your toes, over the tops of your feet, through the arches. How that light gathers. Left ankle, a point of light. Right ankle, a point of light. The body at ease, effortless. Your attention at the knees. Left knee, point of light. Right knee, point of light. Feeling the sensation of inhalation in the chest. Feel the same sensation in your knees. Your attention to the left hip, a point of light. The right hip, a point of light. The body effortless. The sensation of inhalation in your hip joints. Pelvis open, the low back at ease. The center of your belly, the center of your chest, the base of your throat, points of light. The body at ease. The right shoulder, a point of light. The right elbow, right wrist, right palm, points of light. Body effortless. The tip of your right thumb, a point of light. Tip of your right first finger, tip of your right middle finger, tip of your right ring finger, and tip of your right pinky finger, points of light. The body open. Right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, points of light. The base of your throat, feel, see, sense, point of light. Left shoulder, a point of light. Left elbow, left wrist, left palm, points of light, the body open. Tip of your left thumb, point of light. The tip of your right first finger, the tip of your left first finger, tip of your left middle finger, tip of your left ring finger, tip of your left pinky finger, points of light, body at ease. Left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, points of light, the body open. The base of your throat, see, feel, sense, point of light. The base of your skull, the back of your head, crown of your head, and the center of your forehead, points of light, the body at ease. The left eye in its socket, the right eye in its socket, length of your nose, upper lip, lower jaw, base of the throat, points of light. Feel all the points of light at once and release everything in between. Taking your hands overhead. Reach out long. Take with you what you've found into your body. Draw your right knee into your chest. Settle there. Firm the left heel and reach the left hand away. Roll your ankles open and close your toes. Bend the left knee, left foot flat to the floor. Put your right ankle over your left knee. Right hand on your right thigh. Press away. Let your breath drop into your pelvis, into your hips. Draw the left thigh towards you, interlacing your fingers behind your thigh or over your shin. Hips a little side to side. And then press your shin or thigh into your hands, straightening your arms. Press your right knee away and flex point your feet. So press into the hands, open the back of your neck, press your right knee away and flex point your feet. Good. Right leg goes long. Stretch it out. Open it up. Drop the left thigh. Shake out the left foot. Take your right hand overhead. Open, open. Your right knee bends, right foot flat. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Left hand on the thigh, press away. Your breath into your hip joints and your knees. Drawing your right thigh in. Interlace your fingers behind the thigh or over the shin, a little bit side to side. And then press your shin or your thigh into your hands, arms straight, back of the neck long. Press your left knee away, flex point your toes. And moving the feet will help the left hip to release, the left shoulder to release. Press into your hands, press your left knee away. And then the left leg extends. Build tree. So the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, your right hand to your right thigh, press down. Left hand to the left rib. So roll your right thigh toward the floor and your left rib toward the floor. And the line from your sternum to your pubis opens. Opens. Good. Left hand overhead, firm into the left heel. Press your left thigh into your right foot, tree. Ha. And change sides. Right leg straight, left heel in. Left hand, left thigh. Right hand, right rib. And press into your right heel and roll open. Press the left knee down. Press the right heel away. Good. And right hand overhead. Bring your right thigh against your left sole of foot. Press, press, press. Tree. Assemble yourself, knees to chest. Let's bring it to stand. Same experience, standing. Roll. We come up. Letting your weight become even into your heels. Your toes are long. Left heel down, right knee rising. Interlace your fingers right under your knee and stand tall. Set your gaze on one simple point. Your left hand either to a wall or up overhead. And firm the left leg, flex your right foot, and soften the chest. And then change. Left knee rising. Interlace your fingers. Draw your left knee up and your right heel down. When you're steady, right hand high. Stronger in the legs and easier in the chest. Let that be true all the time. Keep your chest open, your shoulders soft, your heart high. And then change. Building tree. You put the sole of the heel of your right foot to your ankle or your calf or to your inner thigh. Good. Right hand to the right thigh. Left hand, left rib, peel it open. And firm your left thigh into your right foot. Press. Left hand high. Right hand high. The upper body is for praise. The upper body is to receive, to take action. The base body is strong, your safety, your home. Let your legs be steady and your chest is free. And then we change. Many times we'll do tree and we'll hold on at the top and the bottom's all soft and soggy. That's a lousy tree, don't go there. Ball of the foot to the heel, ankle, or calf, or inner thigh. Left hand, left thigh, knee goes back. Right hand, right rib, rib goes back into your right heel. Press your left foot into your thigh. Press your thigh into your foot. Firm the legs. Now right hand high. Strengthen the base, freedom in the top. There's no tension in your eyes. There's no tension in your right toes on the floor. That's the varsity work. Shoulders joyous, fingertips awake, legs so strong. Good. What's all that hopping for if you can't build a tree? Hands down and out. Shake out the hands. Bring your fingertips in line at the center of your forehead and widen out. Little taps, widen out towards your temples. And from the temples down along the sides of the jaw, the point of the chin, under the jaw, soft, 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 thyroid gland, throat, up to the jaw, to the temple, to the brow, to the crown of the head. Tiny little acupressure taps out towards the ears and then back up and down to the back of your head, widen to the ears and to the back of the head and down the back of the neck. Catch hold of the tops of your shoulders and bring your elbows down and elbows down and elbows down. Press your heels down right under your hips. Heels down, elbows down, heart up. Oh. You could rinse the tension out of your shoulders. Elevate and open your diaphragm. Oh. And as you let it go, make a fist with one hand, the flat of that fist, down your inner arm, and then up the back of the arm, and around the chest. These lovely meridians of energy. Flatten your hand down the inner arm, pericardium 6, down the backs of the arms, heart, around your chest, and then around your abdomen, and down your inner thighs, and your outer legs, and down the backs of the legs to the low back. Shake it up and call it up. And shake it out. Bring it in the breath. And then shake it out the breath. Last one, bring it up, order. Palms together, eyes closed, hands to the height of your heart. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to the forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I see myself. Namaste. I see you. I see us. I see all of it. Namaste. Be inspired. We have been caught in our homes. If you are an art lover, Google it. Find out a new inspiration. Ask someone you revere about something that inspires them. Just a tidbit, and then follow it. We have access to so much music, visual, scent, cooking, fly fishing. Tie your very best fly of the day. I don't know what yours is. Mine are words. Be inspired and share it out. We are absolutely a resource for ourselves. I will see you tomorrow at noon, and perhaps I will see you tomorrow at 6:30. If you were late to get a ball, no worries, because it will be recorded and you can replay it, and you should replay it. You can anytime. So what I will teach on Friday night, you can replay anytime. And the goal is to replay it so that you can access it, so you can get familiar with it. We're going to own from the pubic bone to the navel differently. We're going to own from the navel to the sternum differently. And I'll see you then. Thank you, loves. Come in, come in.